we must strive to become authentic people. We must strive to always reflect on our actions and our own thoughts with a personal honesty, and this honesty which can really hold a very important place in our hearts, because it really makes the difference between you accepting your flaws and your traits and you denying them and living a lie and ending up with you living this miserable existence. So your authenticity is basically the gateway to your self-confidence, to your self-improvement in general. You being authentic about your desires, you being authentic to what you truly want from yourself, you being truly authentic about what you expect from other people around you, what you expect from the world, you being authentic and honest. Basically, those are the same thing, right? Authentic and honest, at least if they're not like grammatically, then they are, in my perception, the same thing. So you being honest about your beliefs, being honest about the way that you want the world to be around you, you can start to change that world towards that direction that you want it to go in. By you being honest about your needs, about your wants, about your everything, genuinely everything about yourself. By you being honest about those things, by not holding back for any kind of reason, you will achieve a better level of existence. I believe that, to be able to start self improvement, you need to have a good level of honesty in the first place. Because people out there, most people out there genuinely don't start self improvement just because they don't have the balls to look at their lives, to genuinely, truly look at their lives, because they know that they like subconsciously know that they're miserable, that they are living like this shit existence, which has no place, in the eyes of a masculine person. If you're if you're a young man, you're trying to live a better life, then those lives of the people out there, they have no place even close to you. They have no place in your own perception of the ideal life. You should stay as far away as you possibly can from those perceptions, which those people who are genuinely afraid of what their lives are have. Like, you should not keep count of what those people say, of what those people believe to be the best life and the best everything, because their best life, their best existence is based on the life that they're living right now, which is which essentially consists of them being ignorant to themselves, being ignorant about what they want from themselves, being ignorant from what they truly want to do with their lives. So they will always have like this false perception, which is tied to their false life, right? So you do not want to listen to that. And I believe that, as hard as being authentic can be, as hard as just being yourself, like, we've all heard this quote somewhere, whether it's on Instagram in some fucking bullshit motivational post, or if it's in like in real life and maybe your grandma or somebody, or your primary school teacher told you, yeah, just be yourself. We've all took it for granted, right? We've all, and at this point, maybe we think to ourselves, yeah, it's just bullshit. Like, just be yourself. Yeah, if you're yourself, then you're a piece of shit, right? Because that's essentially what most people are when they start self improvement. They are like very low in the social hierarchy. They're very low in their own perception of themselves. They're very low in everything that they even think about. They see themselves as very low. So them being like, just be yourself, it leads them to believe that, man, I should be this piece of shit that I hate being, right? And so, this is the mistake that a lot of people do on self improvement, that I did for months and months of my self improvement journey. I tried to be somebody who I'm not. I tried to be this person who I'm genuinely not. I tried to act more cool and more collected and calm, and being, this extra charismatic guy and whatever. And maybe to some extent it worked because I managed to attract several girls. I managed to do this and that. But in the end, I'm looking back on it now and I feel like it wasn't worth it. It wasn't worth like the time I've wasted, the stress I've had from genuinely holding this fake persona to the world was not worth the three girls I attracted over the past 6 months. It's not worth it. Genuinely. Like, I'm gonna be honest, man. I genuinely was scared. And to some extent, I still am a little bit scared of what other people think of me. And this is, don't take this the wrong way. Don't end up thinking that I'm genuinely like, I'm afraid to leave the house because like I'm afraid of what that girl, that guy will say about me. I don't give a fuck about what some random people say, but I'm afraid of what those people, who are very close to me now will have to say. And I'm working my way through that. I'm not trying to do it, I'm doing it, right? And we all need to do this, is preferably as soon as we possibly can, because this is the part of our lives that is going to lead us to the most progress, the most growth that we will ever get. This is the part of our lives, the part where we're being honest, where we're being personal about who we are. We're genuinely looking at who we are. We're looking into our own souls. We're staring into our own souls. We're looking back on who we were in the past, on who we are right now, and who we will be in the future. We analyze every single trait and every single flaw that we can even think of. We analyze every single one of them. Anything that comes in our mind, we take time to analyze it. Because this analyze, you analyzing this, it's honestly fucking valuable as shit. Because, when you're analyzing a trait, right? When you're analyzing something that you're good at, and you actually start seeing it, and you start seeing like all these proofs and all those memories of why you think you're good at this or why you are actually good at this, that starts to register in your brain as something true. Because yeah, you're having all these memories, and when you have all these thoughts and all these beliefs which basically count as proof for that trait that you have or that you think you have, and that will essentially confirm it in your mind, and that will give you that it will change your self-image in a positive way, which will lead to self-confidence, will lead to you being much more natural in your day-to-day life. It'll lead to you feeling better about yourself, right? Better about the way that you are, better about the way that you will be in the future. And with the flaws, you analyze those things as well. You analyze all the issues that you've made, that you've created for yourself, all the problems that you've made for yourself. You analyze those things, and you come to the conclusion that you find all these behaviors and all these patterns, all these destructive patterns and habits that you've made, that you've developed over the past years or the past months, the past period of time, right? And now you've created like a mental blueprint of what not to do if you want to be a better person, what not to do. Because, we've always thought of, okay, what do I have to do to get there? But it's very rare that we've actually thought, okay, what do I not have to do to get there? So if I want to become a successful person, let's say financially, physically, mentally, socially, any kind of success that you can think of, I want to be successful. Okay, well, what can I do or what can I not do to get there? So what can I do? Well, okay, if I want to become a confident person, I want to become a confident and really outgoing and extroverted person. Well, okay, well, I should start talking to more people. I should get more experience with the way people are. I should practice my social skills. And what should you not do? Okay, what should I not do now? Okay, well, I should not play video games. I should not waste my time with things that don't matter. I should not do all these habits which essentially lead me down a path of self torment, of self torture, which will essentially lead me to become less confident and less capable of what I think I should achieve. So, you have what you should do and what you should not do. You have two things that you have to think of. And that could genuinely lead to the most unbreakable and most successful plan you could ever make for any kind of success. Genuinely, having the things that you could be doing and genuinely displaying those things, and knowing the things that you should not be doing and displaying those things, that those things, they merge, they intertwine, and they create the perfect blueprint. But yeah, to get back to the original point of the video, we need to become more authentic with ourselves. We need to become more authentic with what we want to see in ourselves. We need to understand our needs, our wants, our desires. And those things, they will be different from person to person, right? I mean, you're not going to have the same needs and desires as your father or your mother, because, they're different people. You're all different people. You're all born with different characteristics and different traits and flaws. So you'll naturally have different ideas as to what you want to do, as to what you want to see from yourself and from the world and from everything, right? Those, you might genuinely have like 75% of those ideas like in correlation with your family, possibly, or with your friends or something like that, people you really spend a bunch of time with. But you'll always have your own authentic, unbeatable desires, right? Which will genuinely, if you don't fulfill those, you will be tormented for the rest of your life. You will genuinely feel the sense of unfulfillment and just overall ungratefulness, and you'll be always gloomy and moody and always be pissed off, and you'll always feel angry at yourself because you know that you're not doing those things which truly mean something important to you, and to yourself, right? So, I want to give out this example as to why, I'm talking about this video. I haven't been that authentic with myself in the past 6, 7, 8 months, right? Because I've gone down this path of, yeah, okay, I want to go on self-improvement. I want to improve my life a little bit. Okay, I want to look decently good. I want to look okay. I want to develop a good level of confidence. Okay, I have those things. Well, now I want to attract girls. Now I want to get all these friends. I want to have a crazy amount of friends so that I never feel alone again. That was genuinely my thought process in the past 7 months. 7, 8 months, whatever, however much you want to call it. I've been genuinely scared of being alone because, I've remembered the way that I felt a few years ago, a year ago, maybe 2 years ago, when I was on my own, essentially. My friends were genuinely people who didn't give a fuck about me. I felt fully alone and I felt fully fucking tormented. And, my thought process after this start of self improvement, I thought to myself, well, I don't want to ever end up like that again. So, how can I not end up like that again? Okay, get plenty of friends. So, I thought to myself, okay, if I get plenty of friends, then the chances of me getting left by left out by all those friends is like pretty small, right? So yeah, I was like, okay, cool. I'll make a bunch of friends, and then I'll have like at least a few friends who I'll stick with, right? But the problem that I've made with that is that I've gained all these friends, that I've found all these people in my life, and I've attracted these girls in my life while I was not authentic. I was not honest to myself and to those people about who I am, about who I was in the past. I was not authentic about what I expected from myself and from them. And so here I am in this weird situation in my life, like in the current moment, I'm in this weird position in my own mind, where I have all these friends. And in the past as well, I used to have this girl, who I used to date and everything, but and I'm not authentic to those people. They don't know me the way that I truly am. And so that's led my friends to believe that I'm a different person, that I'm this other kind of person, that I'm just somebody else, genuinely somebody who I'm not, right? I've been faking my personality for so long. I'm gonna be honest. I've been done doing that relentlessly. I've gotten quite good at doing it as well. I mean, I genuinely like my personality changes 100%. Like it's doing like a full turnaround as I open class the class door, right? Like I genuinely walk through the halls in the morning. Maybe there's not that many people around. I'm just walking. I have my own thoughts, and as I literally put my hand on the door handle and I open that door handle, and I push it in, and I walk in the classroom where all my friends are and where all my classmates all are. I develop a different kind of behavior, different kind of personality instantly. Like I've been developing that ruthlessly for the past several months, right? That I at this point, it's genuinely like become routine to just open that door and be a different person. And I've realized this shift in my behavior, in the past few days, as I've been genuinely thinking about more about the idea of authenticity, more being more genuine to other people, and I've realized that at the fucking very moment that I stop spending time with those people, at the very moment that I'm alone with my own thoughts, like everything just comes, my whole personality just comes rushing in back, right? And I just feel dull, empty, because I know that I've not cultivated my true personality. I've actually cultivated this persona of myself, which at some point, undoubtedly will come to light. And, a lot of people will think of me as a fraud because I've been this fake person, and I think to myself, oh man, fuck, I've did it again. I've done it again. I'm faking my own behavior for those people just to act in a way that they will like me to act, so that I don't lose my friends. Because, oh, I don't want to be alone, because what if I'm alone? Yeah, good question. What if I'm alone? I don't see an issue with that. Especially now, after a year of self improvement. Genuinely, I don't see the issue in being alone anymore. I used to see it a year ago, right when I started. That was genuinely like part of the reason why I started self improvement, because I didn't want to be alone anymore. I wanted to. And again, you shouldn't be like fully alone. Like, don't take this the wrong way. Don't end up thinking that I'm some weirdo who just wants to spend his days alone. But like, instead of spending my time with people who genuinely see me in a different light, who genuinely think differently of me, who don't even know who I truly am, and I don't even know who they truly are. Because let's be honest, I'm not the only one that's faking his personality. I see it in everybody. Like, everybody changes their. I've been much more attentive to this in the past few days, in the past week or so. And I realized how much we all change our personalities just to fit a certain criteria. And that's not okay. That's genuinely not fucking acceptable. And a lot of people, genuinely they encourage this. A lot of people out there, all these politically correct dumbasses will genuinely tell you, yeah, just this is what they essentially tell you, when they tell you to act all good and all nice to everybody and always never upset anyone and always be respectful. They're telling you to be an ass kisser. Yeah, of course. I mean, you shouldn't walk in a room filled with people and tell everybody to fuck off for no reason. But at the same time, if you have a good, really good, fucking motivated, well reasoned reason to do it, then fucking do it. Then genuinely, you have the right to tell those people to fuck off. But that's only if you have a good reason to, But most people out there, they're afraid of doing that because they won't like me. This room filled with people won't like me anymore. But what's the point of you having all those people like you when they genuinely don't even like the real you? When they genuinely don't even like the real personality that you have? What is the point in you being this perfect guy when there will be a point in your life when your personality, when your facade is gonna fall, and you're just gonna be left like butt naked in a sense, right? Just butt naked, you as you truly are. And those people will see you and they will be so fucking disgusted by it. Probably, I mean, that's what usually happens, when people realize the true personality of another person. I mean, most of the time they have like a reason to hide their true personality because it has all these negative traits. And if you literally just let your true personality rot behind this perfect shiny mask that you've put onto the world, then once this mask is literally torn apart, because mark my fucking words, it happens to every single one of us at some point in our lives. If you don't tear it away yourself, it will be torn by somebody else, by an event in your life, by a circumstance in your life, by a experience that you'll face. And there you will see those people genuinely will see your rotten true personality, like just the decaying bullshit personality that you have. So don't fucking waste your time being somebody who you're not. I mean, what I mean by this, is that you should be focused on trying to cultivate your true character traits, right? But don't cultivate those things in like a stupid ass for fucking way, right? Which genuinely means that you're just going to be out there. Excuse me, you're gonna be all out there acting like a bitch, acting like a dumbass, acting all these kinds of ways. I mean, what I mean by you being yourself, by you truly letting your true personality come out, is you while you're doing this while being on self improvement. Don't do this, if you're just a random bloke on the street. If you're just a random guy passing by, don't reveal your true personality because it's probably shit. But I mean, if you're on self improvement, if you've been on self improvement for a decent amount of time and you've been making constant progress and you've been constantly striving to better yourself, to better your mind and your body, then you literally truly showing your personality out there, it will be of 10 times more benefit than you hiding yourself away. Because you literally showing this blooming personality, this colorful beautiful personality that is just starting to take form, right? It's starting to take place in your own mind. That will be beautiful and a lot of people will be attracted to that. And maybe it won't be those people that you have as your friends right now, the people that you have around you right now. Chances are those people, they'll be fucking disgusted by you. Once you reveal your true personality and you're authentic, they'll be fucking disgusted by you. They will hate you. They will fucking ostracize you. But at the same time, you're not friends with the people who didn't give a fuck about you anymore. Now you can focus on attracting those people in your life who you truly want around you. All those people who genuinely know you for who you truly are. And they like you for who you truly are. I mean, genuinely, do you want to have a woman in your life who knows you by this crazy Chad Sigma personality? Or do you want a woman in your life to know you by your true, improved, and well constructed character that you've built for yourself after years of self improvement? I think that you would rather have your character, which will genuinely have some flaws, always, because nobody's perfect, but it's much better than acting in a fake way to just impress somebody, to impress yourself. It's just be who you truly are and start from there. Be who you truly are and start your progress, start your journey from there. Don't start with a different person in mind, with fake goals, with fake needs, with fake drive, with fake motivation. Find things that truly motivate you. Find those fears in your life that truly push you forward. Find those things which truly make you wake up in the morning. You know, in the past while I've been struggling with that. I'm gonna be honest. I've been struggling a little with being authentic and finding those things which truly stand out to me above the rest. But I feel like I will I feel like I will get past this, and of course I will. I mean, fuck yeah, I've gone past much harder things. I will get past this as well, and so will you. You know, I will be going to school in the next few days, and I will make a very super conscious effort to be as authentic as I possibly can be. You know, and that doesn't mean that I'll just go everywhere and be like, "Oh yeah, you're a piece of shit because you're doing this and you're doing that and you're partying and you're wasting your life away. You're a piece of shit in my eyes. I think that you're a piece of shit." No, I won't be going up to people and telling them that. Like that's just literally be you being an asshole. But I will be authentic about my desires from people. I'll be authentic about what I believe. I will be authentic about what I deem as worthy. You know, I won't lie about those things ever again. I won't lie about who I am ever again. I won't show this either overexcited or over dull personality. No, I'll just be who I truly am. I'll literally go there with this open mind, with this honesty, with this fucking uncomfortable honesty. Because honesty, most of the time, the truth is going to be uncomfortable. It's most likely always going to be like that. The truth is 99.9% of the time, it's always going to be uncomfortable. And that's sad if you believe that it can be any way otherwise. But you speaking the truth, you being honest about who you are, it will lead you to success. But because that's the only way that you can properly do self-improvement. I mean, if you're not honest about who you are and where you're starting and what you want to get to, if you're not honest about those things, you're never going to have true motivation and true drive to get there. You'll never feel like, fuck man, you'll never feel like you wake up in the morning to do that. You'll never have this kind of idea in your mind. So yeah, man, be authentic about who you are. Don't waste your time. Don't waste other people's time. Don't waste your time, most especially. Be honest and you'll get far. You'll get very fucking far. Good luck.